You know, some things need to start coming to light, and I'm going to start showing you things, telling you things. You can go look on your own. You know, the United Nations, when you look at their logo, it's no different than the anonymous logo. Pretty simple. It's just a Cadillac. And when you realize the world isn't what you think it is, then you will start realizing maybe you should start pitching a fit. Why? Because if you don't, you're not going to go back to work. You're not going to do anything. There's no stimulus money. There's nothing, you know. How can you write checks to people when you're negative in your account? See, just like this. If you would start pitching a fucking fit instead of fucking being treated like you're fucking Anne Frank during the fucking Holocaust, being stuck in your house, and falling for all the propaganda is just the same thing during, it's like watching Schindler's List and all these things, then maybe you'll start fucking getting pissed off. I don't have to do a goddamn thing to help you. I don't. But what kind of person would I be if I didn't fucking help you and keep telling you? You know, you can sit and you can keep looking up for help, but it's not going to come down, okay? It's not. So when you have a guy like me that says, hey, maybe you should listen to me. But see, nothing's going to help me get you to listen to me. Why? Because there's a lot of corrupt things that are trying to save their ass and they're trying to cover up. Whatever they're going to do, it doesn't fucking matter to me. The way I look at it, we catch anybody that has fucking done me wrong, our country wrong, or you wrong, we cut their fucking heads off. See, there's nothing people can hide, you know, this day and age, you know, with cell phone technology and everything that I continuously keep trying to tell people. I can sound off even more and more and more. Until you step up and fight for your right to go to work and you stop listening. See, what blows my mind is, at the beginning of this, everybody was wanting to talk shit and fight over who they voted for. Okay, ladies, all these Trump haters, where are you at? How come you're not pitching a fit to go back to work? Oh, it's because there's stimulus money. No, there's not. You can't write checks out of an account that has no money. And I'm not writing checks. I'm not authorizing checks. I'm not doing anything like that. There's no tax money being paid in. Why should I? Just like this. All I'm doing right now is fundamentally putting everybody out of business, and I'm going to buy your business. Force banks to have to come beg for a line of credit. That's what I'm going to do. See, because the American citizen's not going to listen, so I'm going to make the banks bow down. Then I'm going to make big pharmacy bow down. Then I'm going to make hospitals bow down. And then I'm going to make everything else fucking bow down. And you want to know why? Because I fucking can. You know, oil's going to become real fucking cheap. I want to make everybody bow down. Because there ain't nothing going to come out of the fucking ground. See, like right now, I sit I can't even have conversations with people because they're so set in their fucking ways that they're so fucking worried about propaganda. They're so worried about this, and this. And I'm like, okay, half of you do drugs. Half of you cheat on your old ladies. Half of you fucking do shit that's fucking dangerous anyways. But yet, you're fucking worried about a fucking virus. But none of you are worried about AIDS or hepatitis or herpes or really worried about anything. You're so fucking scared of this pandemic that you didn't even go to church. That's pretty fucking... If I was religious, that would be something pretty fucking evil. You know, all the devil had to do was deceive you. Pretty fucking simple. See, I'm still sitting here telling you. If you think you're fucking getting money, if you think we're going to write you if anybody tells you that you're getting a check from the IRS, you're not. You're not getting a check. There's no fucking money. See, they can't just start issuing you checks because of all this stuff. Yeah, it sounds good. Fundamentally, it sounds good. But if you notice, there's a couple different Trumps, different ties. Okay? And as we slowly weed this stuff out, it's going to get crazier and hectic. But none of you really know what's going on. You don't. At all. You know, QAnon. The posts are going to get crazy. Look, Q started out as me. A was somebody else. But if you stop, it's questions and answers. Non-commission. Free. The ability to stop and look things up and cipher things and post things. It's freedom of speech. But to remain anonymous. It's called being a leaker, or a WikiLeak, or a whistleblower. But Q, as a movement, is the whole population on social media and all of these things. If you notice, the top left hand of your keyboard starts with Q, W-E-R-T-Y. Left-handed. That right there's a lot of things. It mushrooms into a lot of things in your head, and all of you think that you know anything. Well, let me tell you this. The fact that you don't know the difference between the United Nations and Anonymous, and the fact that you can't tell that it's a Cadillac, the fact that you can't look and see a black and white suit and see that it's intelligence, okay? The fact that you can't see that a lot of the propaganda you're watching it all has to do with the narrative that someone painted me as Hitler, as a Nazi, as all these things, because I have a German background. Now see, only a Democrat would research and look for the fact that they want to find someone's heritage instead of calling me American. This virus, it's been around for years. But also we're dealing with cell phone technology, 5G. That's another virus. And, what's really gone wrong, what's become very viral and become the pandemic is the fear-mongering. I fucking flexed from behind and barked, and you motherfuckers ran to your house and then all of a sudden shut you the fuck up. Why? Because you were disrespecting the goddamn president of the United States. And so you don't even know the president's real name. You just assume. You don't understand that. Nope, you're not going to know, normally, the president of the United States' real name. You're not. They're casted characters. The fact that you think you know more than people makes you wrong. Well, I can tell you this right now. Commander-in-Chief's sitting here on his couch. Been doing this since 7th grade. 7th grade. 7th grade in school, I've been doing this. But you know what has happened for many years? I didn't realize that I was doing it 7th grade. So a lot of things have happened. Well, I'm a type of person. I don't like people doing things behind my back. So we're going through and we're looking. So much stuff has violated my privacy, violated my trust, violated every single constitutional right I have. So this is why we're shutting this shit down. And you're going to see it's slowly going to come down. All of the stuff is just a computer program when it comes to some of the stuff. When you realize that there's not a fucking press secretary that's coming out and doing all these things, that some of the you need to stop and look. As Americans, you should know what color tie your president of the United States should wear. You should also know that Donald Trump has very distinctive hair. And I'm saying these things because I'm telling you exactly what to look for. Instead of arguing with each other, instead of all this other stuff and all this propaganda and listen to the stuff, I'm speaking to you like a human being. Yeah, most of you never even talked to a president in your life. But I sit here and I talk to you as a human being, and I'm leading from behind. I'm behind you saying, hey, you're looking up to the sky at the top of a totem pole, basically, trying to get guidance from someone up top, and all he is doing is running media and trying to find where the problem is with the media. Because he's going to hammer it down, because we continue to have reporters reporting things without having the facts, not having dates, not having names. We're trying to find a leak. And we're going to find it. Because it's going to come right back to me. I know where it's coming from. But see, the problem is, somebody continues to be releasing something and jumping on it. And it's intentionally doing that. That means that there's somebody intentionally trying to wreck the United States of America. Trying to hide something. Well, it doesn't matter. We're destroying it apart anyways. Why? Because I've had a lot of things violate me and my constitutional rights, and whether or not you believe it or not is not my problem. My problem is I'm sitting here, had a state since 7th grade, had a lot of shit stolen from me and a lot of stuff violated. So, one American having his constitutional rights and his amendments rights violated is grounds for a coup d'etat. Now, the other grounds for this in my state, we have all these casinos and all these dispensaries and all this money that I know the casinos are paying. We had politicians trying to get into their own casinos, and then they decided they wanted to become drug dealers. And to hide all this, because they thought they were going to be sleek, they started investing in things like the Gathering Place, and they got rid of city councilmen and all those other things. Well, see, here's the deal. I didn't authorize any of that. It's wasteless spending. We don't need scooters. We don't need any of that. We need to get our education system. We need to get our people working. We need to get men to be men. But see, the problem is all you people talking shit, where are you at now? The fuck Trumps, this, you need to do this. None of you are talking. You're sitting back and you're scared of a virus that originated a long time ago. And then now what we're exposing a lot of doctors that you don't know if they're real doctors or not. They're getting on TV and they're quoting some things, trying to get some things. Well, let me tell you something. There's no need for that many ventilators. There's no need at all. This right here is, I'm going to tell you some things. And you're not going to like it. You can say whatever. But the fact that when a person steps up and has the truth, or the facts, actually the facts, people are going to say, oh, that's a conspiracy. No, it's not. It's only a conspiracy to people that have no clue what's going on right now. We have a problem. We have an education problem. We have a attention span. We have a memory problem here in the United States, especially in Oklahoma. And we're going to clear some things up. Do you realize it's fixing to come pretty close to the Oklahoma, the Murrah building when it came down? So, oddly, should tell you this. I post a lot of videos that show Flight Simulator, and they reveal a lot of information. Do you realize that Tulsa, Oklahoma actually has a World Trade Center here? Made by the same builder. Do you realize that American Airlines, all these planes and stuff in American Airlines, for a long time, they were pilotless, especially when they're Airbuses and they're just moving from place to place. They don't use pilots for that. They use flight simulators for that stuff. Well, what we have here, we had Spartan School of Aeronautics here. They actually arrested a bunch of people for terrorism on this, training pilots. So what did we have? People that didn't really understand the MAP program, understand that how to operate strategically on which map they were supposed to be on, and they chose the wrong map. And it hit New York City instead of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pretty crazy, huh? Sandy Hook, I live in Sand Springs, I have Asperger's, all this stuff out of line. And, people are going to you can't say that. Well, I can too say that because I understand what they were trying to do. Timeline's out of order. Everything's out of order. You just don't realize that. The fact that they tried to say that me and my wife were the Vegas shooters. The fact that there's a lot of things. But I'll tell you this. Governor, Mayor, GT, hey, it ain't nothing. I had Whitey Bulger's eyes pulled out of his fucking head and fucking killed the head of the Gambino family. And fucking had Epstein's neck fucking broke just because he's a fucking pedophile. Why? Because it's my fucking job. Like I said, right now, this is the map of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma is the map of Iran. And Oklahoma has this real bad problem of having a really corrupt justice system and some things going on. And not all law enforcement is the problem. But the smoke and mirrors, all the money sunk into the fucking all these things. But see, when I seized your casino and I flooded it, it's because I wasn't going to pay for it. Because you hired the wrong shit and you're using fucking drug money and money that's basically blood money. And that's not the Native American way. And you're allowing fucking people to stay on federal land and cause an infestation. So we flooded them the fuck out of there. Why? Because I can fucking do whatever the fuck I want. It's my fucking land. Now, see, a lot of people are like, I can talk however I fucking want to. But I'm going to tell you this. If you don't get up this morning and start instructing Oklahomans, see, here's the deal. I don't give a shit about anybody else. I can't. I'm still having to deal with the principle of you got into bed with a corrupt fucking federal agent that cost the lives of a SWAT team member, a commissioned sheriff, a child, and some other things. And then you decided to fucking allow some drug dealing to go. So I can't even deal with the country shit and the shit that's violated me on the other side. I still have to stand up for the principle of my team and the things that are going on, and for the men and women that protect and serve, because you got into bed with someone that has the same kind of military training, the ability to use things, and targeted people. See, I'm not going to do any damage to property that I have to fix. I'm going to do damage to human beings. You. See, here's the deal. Donald Trump, not responsible for the state of Oklahoma. Neither am I. But you two are. Hate to tell you, you are. Your justice system is a fucking joke. Law enforcement, hopefully, is going through the steps and things they need to do. But see, I don't have a problem with law enforcement. I have a problem with motherfuckers that get in bed with people that accept blood money and think that you're going to dump money in fucking the gathering place and all this shit. See, I ain't gonna fuck around with you fucking two fucking faggots anymore. Not. You know, when a person... See, the only person I have to fucking stand down to is the President of the United States, which just so happens to be me. And you know, so I've already told you I've thrown somebody off the fucking man. I don't fucking give a fuck. See, I'm a president that'll come to your fucking house. See, your Secret Service that watches you, they're Secret Service that work for my country, not for you. And see, this also means that the ability to track you too, because you are in politics. That means I can track you anywhere you go. I already have you tracked. But see, I know all the little games that you can play and everything that you're going to do that you could try to use. See, over a period of time, you study history and you study the lay of the land and you study the past. See, the fact that somebody tried to kill me, that's assassination attempt on the president in your state. Man. You know, I think all the tribes need to start standing up real fucking quick. Because these motherfuckers were in bed with somebody that tried to, a fucking former light horseman. You know, here's the deal. Them two pieces of shit need to be removed out of office and fucking hung in the middle of the fucking street. And see, I like to do things a little bit different. I'm a firm believer that they've been in this long enough that they ain't gonna rat each other out and they're not gonna talk. They think they got this sewed up. They think that they have something that I don't have. Like I said, I already have checkmate. The only difference is, either way I go, I've already told you what I've done to other people. I already have. You think I give a fuck about your court system? No, because you, like I said, not issuing orders. You've already done some treasonous acts. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to start with the youngest part of your family. Because see, that little baby didn't have a choice, did he? But I'll start throughout your whole family tree. See, the thing is We don't give a fuck when we go to war. Don't. And the fact that you know what? I'm just documenting this to make sure I cover my bases, that I gave you a fair warning. That way, when you're crying as I'm removing your fucking fingers, because I'm a medieval motherfucker. I don't give a shit. I really don't. Like I said, I gotta deal with the principle of these lies and the things that cost them their life, and deal with that first. And you're part of it. And you spend all that money. That means anybody attached to that, attached to you, I might as well just say it's tethered. And this is what's going to happen. As of right now, Oklahoma is no longer a state of the union. It is a piece of shit place that's allowed pedophiles, drug fucking dealing fucking federal agents, corrupt fucking judges, all of these other things, and someone tried to kill me, so that's an assassination attempt on the actual fucking president of the United States. And see, the thing is I'm a motherfucker, dude. I really am. I'm stopping all this and letting all the artists get clear, and they're telling people to stay at home and pay attention to them, because I'm going to start hunting you. Okay? I ain't going to carry a gun. I'm just going to fucking bring a knife. And then I'm going to hunt you. Slowly start taking out pieces of your family. One by one. And I'm going to tell you this why. Because I'm not scared to tell you this. Ain't a goddamn thing you can do. I would start checking your lug nuts, and I would start checking your windows. I would fundamentally start checking everything, because now you have a president that somebody tried to assassinate, that's highly skilled in demolition, hand-to-hand combat, small arms, and torture, and interrogation, and fertilization. And you know what? El Chapo was known once before for fucking putting bodies in barrels of acid and just letting them sit in the sun. And see, you let that motherfucker just get 6 fucking months, knowing damn well. Well, see, this has nothing to do with ties to crime families, and you fucking tried to fucking, you're part of something that tried to kill a fucking sitting commander-in-chief. And see, on my land, being Cherokee, this is my fucking land. We already don't have to pay attention to any of this other shit, so I'm gonna tell you this. I promise you this, I'm gonna yank your passports, I'm gonna fucking yank everything you have, your bank accounts are gonna fucking stop, you're not gonna have any money. And go ahead, arm yourself up as much as you can. Make sure that you have every gun that you have. Make sure. Because we're fixing to have Kill City. See, and all I'm gonna do is carry. You know what? I think I may, just to make it fair, I may just take some safety glasses and break them in half, and just use the end of the safety glass. I mean, that to me, that sounds more fair than this, because see, I start fucking with shit. It's really fucked up when a motherfucker can start whispering and start fucking speaking in tongues and reversing shit. start pulling some strings. Like I said, you ain't gonna be shit. You wanna know how I know? 'Cause you got caught. So see, all the things are out of cycle and you can't use all the other things. So now you're dealing with the real motherfucker that you pissed off, the wrong motherfucker. So I'm going to go ahead, let the computer program play out what it's going to do. I already know. You just keep lying to the American people and they keep thinking you're going to do something. All I got to do is sit back and wait. And they'll come hunt you for me. Because see, I can stand here and say whatever I want. I can make the threats that I want. I can stand here and say exactly what I would do to you. And not a goddamn fucking thing that you can do about it. You know, because now I have you. Because when you started illegal wiretapping me, I was already tapped because of what I do for a living. But see, I've sat here and watched porn and jacked off every fucking night for almost a year while you guys have watched. And that makes you fucking sex offenders. And that puts you right in the same book as Epstein. We snapped his fucking neck real easy. Like I said, it doesn't bother me to fucking order a hit on him, fucking pedophile. At all. Didn't even have to pick up a weapon. It's amazing, man, when somebody wants some fucking stamps or some fucking envelopes or be able to make a phone call home or... But you see, you know, you can keep your little fucking deal going on in prison, doing all that voter shit. But, you know, Bibi Netanyahu, you know, it's just some more Sheriff Bing Bing and Ricochet Rabbit shit. See, now you ain't dealing with the rabbit. Now you're dealing with the fucking operative. Came after my fucking wife. You targeted me. You missed. Now, I'm going to let this shit cycle through. And then I'm going to keep speaking the way I am. What do you think's going to happen there, fellas? Pretty soon people are going to start recognizing real quick that I'm not bullshitting them. See, all I have to do is maintain and hold my position. I have to continue to speak factual. I keep having to I keep speaking about the young boy. I don't say his name out of respect for his family because he was a baby. But as long as I keep tying your name into a deceased child and 2 fallen law enforcement officers in a 20-plus year submarine veteran's death, you're never going to get reelected again. And none of this is going to move forward. Because I'm telling the American people, I'm not paying any money. There's no money to pay. I'm not giving blood money. I'm not giving you guys money because you don't know how the fucking country works. I'm trying to give you a way to take your country back. Native Americans, especially when it comes to the casinos, man, I have this problem right here. You hear me sounding off, you hear exactly what I'm saying. But you ain't fucking stepping up. So that means I'm just going to fucking seize your fucking casinos too. They're now my casinos. they're not going to be part of the tribes anymore. Because here's your chance to fucking stand up and do something right. But no, you don't want to. Because it just means it's more fucking corruption. More shit that took away from all of the fucking tribes. And you know what? Fuck you. Like I said, I'm going to keep tying your names into that shit. See, I'm not going to be like old Brett and use my training to target you. Why? Because it's already been removed from me. I can't do it. Because they know I will. You know, when I fucking flinched and told them I'd drop a fucking nuke on this fucking state, well, that's 2.2 million people that would end up dead. Donald Trump did the right thing. But you see, he knew I wasn't playing. So they had to cover it up with the coronavirus and all this other shit. Try to save face. Well, that's fine. But this is no game. This ain't Sinn Fein shit. This ain't British. This ain't that shit. You're dealing with a motherfucker now that has experience and is in charge. And see, I don't order military attacks. I'm a type of person, I'll come take care of it myself. But see, I think the best training for Oklahoma right now, we're going to treat Oklahoma like we're on a battleship or a destroyer. And when they realize that their captains aren't fit to lead, oh, you're going to have a mutiny. How long do you think it's going to be before real motherfuckers start hunting you down? See, I'm a type of person that'll be like, I'll offer a reward. Because that's what you do for terrorists. I mean, it won't take much to make everybody employees of Blackwater to hunt you down. And see, that keeps the Geneva Convention out of it, keeps a lot of things, keeps military out of it. But see, when we do shit, we don't have to follow rules. We don't give a fuck. That's why they call us mercenaries. There is no mercy. So, once Oklahoma comes to their wits about them, let's see how many teeth am I missing because of this shit. I think it'll be $100 a tooth out of these motherfuckers. Actually, out of your whole family. That's how you fucking get a state back going. See, they're going to be a lynch mob, but it ain't going to be anything that's black or white. You're going to try to use that narrative. No, this is going to be, the community's going to hear about how all this shit, this corrupt shit costs a little baby. Costs 2 law enforcement officers and a naval veteran. See, I'm saying this shit and I'm threatening you in a way and I'm telling you exactly who I am because I ain't fucking scared of you. I know exactly what I can and can't do. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You might as well just say, we dropped anchor and this ship ain't fucking going nowhere until the rest of this fucking crew understands that we need all hands on fucking deck because we got 2 people that are stowed away in this fucking ship. You might as well say that they're just fucking with nuclear weapons. But they're no Steven Seagals. Nah. They're barely even fucking men. But I can tell you this. You might as well just say they're part of the Irish mob. Yeah. Like I said, as a daylight, $100 a tooth that comes out of your head, out of your whole fucking family, each of you. I don't have to do a goddamn thing. Because there are already people listening. The right people. See, it doesn't matter what I say on media. I'm just giving you a head start and a fair challenge so you can try to do whatever you want. But it's okay. I don't like your fucking pedophiles anyway, you peeping ass fucking toms. So enjoy. Just remember, be careful. One false move. See, that's the value of knowing I had checkmate and I didn't even have to touch pieces. Wonder which one of you are gonna pop smoke and cry uncle first. Because I'm gonna make sure old Brett, he ain't gonna make it out of prison. He ain't gonna make it. I promise you that. He's a ticking time bomb anyways, along with his little bitch boy. There's some pretty hungry tigers, though, out there. So welcome to Babylon. Just remember this. Nothing better than looking at a motherfucker in the eyes when they realize, man, I fucked up. See, it does something to you when you can look a motherfucker in the eyes and you look them in the eyes and they see that, holy shit. And you can't do anything, brother. You can't. If I was you and you value your family, you start jumping on your own grenades.